Okay.
But we going live. We live. Hey, hey, hey. All right, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast, where each week we talk about different topics, man. Great topics. We have different people come on every now and then, just so we can keep it spicy for y'all. But if y'all don't know, man, we are on YouTube, so go over there and subscribe to the Elite Mancast so we can get their subscriptions up and we can get more people involved. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all share it to y'all pages and all that good stuff, man. All the good stuff, man. Tonight we talking about the EQ and the IQ. Sometimes a lot of us, we feel like we're more intelligent than anybody around us. We smarter than everybody. But at the same time, it's really not about being smart as somebody. It's about being mindful of yourself, more emotional intelligence than you would say intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So, we all on here tonight going to be just giving our intake, our personal opinions about how we're going to be evolving with our IQ plus with our EQ. So y'all know, man, how we do it every week, man. We can get involved. Y'all can get involved in the comments, like and share on your pages if you want to. And you know what I'm saying. We about to have a great conversation about some great topic about IQ and EQ. So, Mr. Mike, what's going on?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? Glad to be back.
How you doing, brother?
Good, good. Glad to be back. And then to talk about this subject. Wow. Yeah, man, this subject, the IQ and the EQ. I'm going to tell you, they say that the EQ, a lot of leaders in businesses use it more than the IQ when they're hiring people. To be perfectly honest, I don't agree with either one of the tests. Because the tests are subjective, they only ask you a few questions to try to determine your personality, your emotional stability, and your intelligence. It just don't work. I've had full-scale psychological tests. Took over 4 hours. You take one of these tests online, they go 20 questions, 5 different subjects, 5 questions each, and then try to assess your intelligence. Just don't work. But we'll get more into it.
Yeah. Mr. Emotionless. What's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. How's it going? Glad to be back.
What up?
What's going on? Y'all funny tonight. Y'all funny. Yeah.
How's everybody?
What up, KD?
What's going on, man?
Got it.
Getting it in.
Mr. Motion is back from vacation. No, you got some good stuff.
Yeah, man. I really enjoyed myself. We enjoyed ourselves rather. So
right.
Oh yeah. And normally
we was on vacation too.
Yeah, I know. Thing is, that's what I love about the brotherhood, because if you're in town, we show up. I mean, Keith drove to come and meet my girl. Meet my girl and I while I was in Florida. And we went out, we turned up.
Nice.
Definitely gonna do that again.
You know it.
Yeah.
Man, KD coming down here, man, at the end of this month, so we're gonna do it again.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
I'll be down there the 20th.
You are? Catch another flight real quick.
Gonna be down here the 20th? Yeah. I'm gonna be in Miami Beach on the 21st.
I'll see you then.
That'll work.
Yeah.
We down here.
That'll work.
KD, what's going on with this subject tonight, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. I attempted a couple of those tests, man. It's very interesting. I couldn't figure out how to get my score, so I guess my IQ was kind of low if I couldn't figure it out.
Price was kind of high. That's what it was.
But no, man, it was definitely interesting. It reminded me somewhat like the ASVAB, man.
It is.
Yeah, it did. It was similar to that. But intelligence is a pretty big thing, man, and a lot of us don't dig deep enough to understand how to improve it because we can, and part of us researching helps that as well. Critical thinking, looks, things like that will help in changing that IQ. Don't just be good with what you make the first time. There's always improvement, cognitive learning, and things like that. So I enjoy the topic, man. I look forward to learning some more tonight.
But you do know how to improve your EQ. I mean, it's kind of like Michael said, even with these jobs, they go by either or. They want you to take both, but then they go with the higher score, kind of like your credit score.
Right.
But, more often times they tend to go with the EQ because I want to hire somebody over rationale. Like, you have a degree, that's cool, fuck it, whatever. But show me what you can do.
That's right.
Like I mentioned, I didn't go to school for culinary arts, but I'm one of the best in what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like hands-on versus like, solidified degrees with it. And, when it comes to EQ,
and that's one thing that I found out doing the research about this is that a lot of times they say that your EQ has more of an influence on your life success than your IQ. So it don't matter how intelligent you are, but how can you control the emotional surroundings?
Right. Because I've met a lot of smart dummies.
Me too.
And
how about that?
That's what it is. Like, okay, your IQ up here, but you can't even boil water?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so, where we going here? I mean, it's almost like a toxic trait because, my toxic trait personally is if you hurt my feelings, I got to hurt yours back. And yet, my EQ
Come
is
on,
at
tit for
110.
tat.
Yeah. So like my EQ, like my score was 110. So I'm still up there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, you are high average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? Well, this is one of the things I was talking about a minute ago. The EQ. Now, I got my results. It says my EQ is I scored excellent. But then when you read down and it explains the answers, okay, I scored excellent, but then it says the caveat to that is either you are self-aware, you are excellent emotionally, or you are not self-aware enough to be able to assess your own emotional status. So basically, it's null and void. I got an excellent score, but at the same time, it's telling me either I'm emotionally stable or I don't know myself well enough to be able to assess it.
Right, because
so how can it be valid?
It's really not. Because I mean, you're saying that yours is excellent. An excellent EQ score is 160.
Mm-hmm.
We talk to you on a regular. I know damn well you're not at 160. And I'm at 110. So we could go ahead and excuse what you learned and your score. We're gonna give you an A, but not an A plus.
Okay.
I know damn well.
I'll take it only because I know.
Yeah.
There are. It's like it says. You can be either up on top or at the bottom.
You're right.
Somewhere in the middle.
But let me tell you this. You do know when you take the ACT, you get 100 points just for spelling your name right.
Yep.
Boy, y'all continue. Boy.
Emotionless.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now, no emotion.
They're like I was saying with the IQ test. Now they're going to tell you how intelligent you are by answering 5 questions per subject on 5 different topics. How can you assess somebody with 5 questions that don't pertain to life?
Mm-hmm.
So neither one of
Because
them.
it's logic. It says, while IQ is a measure of your ability to solve problems and think logically. Solve problems and think logically. EQ measures your ability to understand and manage emotions. So you got to know the difference.
Right. Now, I did figure out how to get my IQ score.
Huh.
I paid for it.
Oh.
That's the only way you're going to get. They tell you you can do the test for free, but to get the results, you got to pay for it. So I broke down and paid just for tonight and got my IQ score. Now, check this out. It tells me verbal intelligence, 38 points. Above average, 65 percentile. Mathematical ability, 36 points. Average, 50 percentile. Spatial reasoning, 38 points. Above average, 65 percentile. Logical reasoning,
All right.
40 points. Gifted, 80 percentile. Pattern
Let's clap it up.
40%, 40 points. Gifted, 80 percentile. What's the overall score? 112. How did those numbers equal 112?
I don't know. But let me tell you this.
You're not logically thinking. That goes back to the IQ test.
It's on a scale. It's on a scale.
I know. It's a one of those what's that rolling scale?
No, that was on a scale.
Or a sliding scale. A sliding scale.
That was on a Richter scale, man. They trying to compare you to earthquakes.
Yeah, because they say most people will score 100. That's the average right off the bat. Is 100.
Yeah.
But you got to score below. Now, I was in military intelligence for a while. Some of the smartest people in the world are in military intelligence. They got scores like 130 and above. But the job that they do, they can't do what I did. Because they can analyze statistics and different things that I don't even have interest in trying to do.
You said 130 and above and they was in the military?
Yeah, but they can't get on the battlefield and do what I do.
Mine was 124, and I'm not getting on the battlefield.
I hear you. But see, I like what I did.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those, I guess in some ways you can say I'm an adrenaline junkie. Because I like doing dangerous shit. And
yeah, but some dangerous things is bad for your health, like heroin and crack.
Yeah, it is an addiction.
Emotionless.
Out of control, man.
No common sense. Damn. We ain't
no common sense, huh?
Hey, but they say Einstein is intelligent as he was, could not even tie his shoes. So that just goes to show. He got all this intelligence, but the simple things he has problems with.
Yeah. And you're right, because honestly speaking, like that happens. And not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but it's like I can sit up there and like do this or come up with something off the bat. And it's like, okay, well, what do you think about such and such? Like, I don't know. I never really thought about it. Mm-hmm. But it's like it's kind of harder to do easier things. But that's because I built up the mentality of like, always trying to like overdo. I mean, a lot of people like overcompensate or, do different things like that. So I can feel where you're coming from with that.
So for me, I'm over analytical. So, I analyze things to the fullest, and sometimes the most minute thing or the most smallest thing, I go too far, like further than I need it, So, but sometimes that's good, and sometimes it could be a defect. But overall, your balance is what gets you through. You have to be able to balance your qualities and your defects.
It's like the smallest thing will make you mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
used to. For me,
it's like I'm a Virgo, so that comes anyway.
Yeah, for me, the smallest thing used to make me mad. Because and then I used to hold grudges too. So if you made me mad, I'm gonna hold it for a minute. And when I see you, I might pop off on you. But I don't have to be like that no more. So that goes in into that growth aspect.
Yeah. True. See, I've been there. See, emotionally, I have grown quite a lot. But there would be a time somebody say something that I don't like, I go off on them right off the spot. Now I listen and decide whether or not it's worth it to go off. I might go off right now, or then I might wait, pull you to the side, and talk to you like a man, nice and calm. Again, too, it depends, cause you know how they say you can go from 0 to death row in a matter of seconds. That's pretty much how I am.
Well, yeah, that's you know that's just part of that's just part of maturity, man. And I feel like all of us should have that EQ in our life, because emotionally controlling yourself around people and being aware of what other people are doing and how other people might respond is the best tool to have in this world. Because you can't, you know, you get a certain age, you can't even come to people certain ways. You know, some people won't respond and other people might respond in a dramatic way to where it might end your life or something. So we all, you know, we all on a mature level to where we should be able to discuss anything and get past it and move past it. Because if you harbor and you dwell in it, that means you still haven't emotionally controlled yourself. You're still not emotionally in control of your environment, your social area. So we do have to understand that emotion quantum, you know what I'm talking about. Emotional quantum is that's what they call it. But yeah, we got it. We definitely got to have it, man, because it's definitely shows maturity. It shows growth. It shows that you are able to be in any environment and control the situations that might get out of hand before it gets out of hand. So we do have to have that's very, like I said, the EQ is very important in your life success, because like I said, it's way more, it gets you further than your IQ, you know. So we do have to pay attention to that.
So there's a such thing called self-control, self-discipline, you know, all those things like self-help. You got to understand that when we talk about within and digging deep and going within to find answers, you know, it's important that we understand how to go within and really delve into what's inside so we could live it out. You know, I heard Mike saying about how he used to go off, and I too used to go off like that. But at some point, there's a power that you understand you have, that you can cast it down when you face anything. You know, whenever situations come up, you don't have to entertain it. So even at this point, I know that I don't have anything to prove, because I stand against all the wiles, you know, of any adversary or whatever. I'm standing on the promises. I'm standing on me developing as a king. You know, I understand that today, that I am a king of king status. You know, and I don't have to. I seen something the other day said, if I entertain it, I got to move back to entertain it. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm moving forward. I think it was Keon Henderson. He said he got to move back if he entertained the bad thoughts and people coming at him. You don't have to do that because he's moving forward. And I get that. That's where I'm at, you know. So we got to keep moving and pressing and going through, you know.
But see, that's the thing too. A lot of people don't want to take that time to do that self-check. You know, You got to self-regulate. If you don't self-regulate, man, on a daily basis, like I say, man, what I do, I ask myself at the end of the day, how much value did I bring to a situation? If I'm working with people, I have to bring value to that person. I have to bring value to the situation. I have to give insight so that their eyesight don't stay blurry. You know what I'm saying? So I want everything around me to be in a better space. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's big.
See there? Yep. That happens, Kiki. Because it's a lot of us out here that can read the books, don't really know about street, but don't even have the common sense though.
Right.
You know, It's not like the streets are the best tool in the world, but they do help. They help you get further, because a lot of people who just been, you know, through systems of structure and all it is, sometimes that don't give them that street, that common sense, that intuition. You know, you got to have that intuition to where it's like, I got that gut feeling. I know I got to do this. I got to do that. You know, so yeah, that's big. That's real big.
That balance. You must have balance. And that that street knowledge is basically just experience. You know, when you jump off the porch, that's what we used to call it. You know, you jumped off the porch, and I'm doing things out here. I'm experiencing some things, and you know, you learn from it, and you don't continue to repeat yourself. Right. Along with the book knowledge, that's how you advance. So I feel like that's why I'm in a good space. I've been through a lot, but I also been reading. I also been researching. So that paired with what I've been through in my experience, that takes me on a higher level, and I'm still elevating. You know, not saying that I'm better than anybody, but I'm striving to be perfect. So perfect is just mature in my book. You know, as I mature, I'm getting better.
I want to say this. I don't mean to cut your wisdom. I don't mean to cut your wisdom off, KD, but I want you to say, just you want to be better, not perfect.
Right. But there ain't no perfect being. There ain't no perfect being, but that's why I told you my definition of perfect is mature. You get what I'm saying? Which is the same thing as better. You know, so
yeah.
So like we were talking the other week, our vocabulary must change. You know, so I get you there on not using the word perfect. That's why I say.
And that's what I had to tell my daughter, man. She talking about daddy ain't the same person. I'm like, yeah, you talking the same way. I'm listening to you. Because of emotional, you know what I'm saying? Intelligence.
Okay.
But hey, man, I got 5 characteristics. Let me give you 5 characteristics that I've read about that says that this right here is I like emotional intelligence better than the IQ test. You know what I'm saying? Because you like I say, you have to be emotionally intelligent to be in an environment of people who you never know how they're going to respond. You never know how they're going to act. But they got 5 characteristics. Self-awareness. Y'all know that's real big with me. I like to be looking in the mirror at all times, even when I'm speaking to somebody. I'm looking at myself and seeing that how can I make this situation better, or how can I even respond without sounding, negative in anybody's life. You know what I'm saying? And self-regulation, motivation, empathy. Now that's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Empathy to somebody else's feelings, knowing that their situation, and then you have to put yourself in those shoes. A lot of times nobody wants to put don't want to put nobody else's shoes on. They just want to talk about what they think about their situation, somebody else's situation, instead of putting your feet in that person's shoes and be like, you know what? Okay, I wouldn't have did it like that, but that's who they are. You have to accept who those people are. You know what I'm saying? So the last one is social skills. Without the social skills, none of this shit gonna work.
Right.
Okay, that part.
Yeah, you got to be able to deal with, and you got to be able to deal with people on their level. But that don't mean lowering stuff. Like if they acting like idiots, you don't have to lower yourself to their level, but have the empathy to understand where they're coming from.
But you can meet them where they're at.
Exactly. You don't lower yourself to them. You meet them where they're at without lowering your own standards. Basically, if they cussing, you ain't got to drop to their level to cuss them out or act the same way.
Yeah, that's right. Because, I mean, I used to always, like, if they go low, I go to hell. So it's like, I'm going to win. But, I had to, I had to control my... I had to learn how to control my mental governor. Like you having a car, it's like, okay, cool, I'm right here with you. Yeah. But it's like, you talk to them on the level where they are and bring them up.
Yeah. Glad I know that.
Some people don't like. Some people can't. Yeah, some people can't come up though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody can't go.
Mm.
Everybody can't go. When you working on yourself and you elevating and things are manifesting in your life, everybody can't go. That's just a given. Whether it be family, siblings, kids, friends. You got to understand that you set goals and you plan. You go through the process. And you get into a place where you're at one with yourself. You're not content because you're going to keep pressing and getting better and better. So you got to understand everybody can't go where you going, where you headed.
That's true. And it's like he
Exactly.
said, it hits harder when you just don't address it. Like somebody want to sit up there and cuss you out. All right. I mean, I can't do
Because
anything.
no response is a response.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can let shit go because I've done it. I was in school for electronics. There was a guy, I used to always have him under my wing. Go to eat, he ain't got no money. I buy him food. Disrespectful as hell. He would talk shit, I would let it slide. But one day, he took one of my tools while we were working on this house, doing some work there, running cables and stuff. So now he took it, I'm looking for it. Somebody said, oh, well, he took your stuff. I asked him, where is it? Oh, I don't know. I lost it. I cussed him out. So that's when I dropped to his level. I'm ashamed to say, but I cussed him out like I was a drill sergeant. The instructors in the school was like, damn, you went all the way back to basic. That dude didn't come back to school for 3 days. But the thing is, I don't attack him unless it's necessary. He got the message when I gave it to him the way he deserved to get it. Because he was acting like a kid. Now I treated him like a kid. So you have to address it, but you don't always have to address it right when you're at an emotional high. Because if
Oh.
you're pissed off, you might say the wrong thing. The reason I hate arguing, because I know if I argue, the mouth starts moving faster than the brain. And you're going to say something that you don't really mean, just going tit for tat with the person you're arguing with.
So how do you control your emotions when you get into a heated conversation?
Say again?
How do you control your emotions when you're in a heated conversation with somebody you love?
Walk away. I walk away. I have to. That's why I don't like arguing. Because I know my comebacks, I can get snappy and say stuff, but I say stuff that I don't really mean at that moment because my brain is not connected with my mouth in the heat of the moment. So I walk away, come back and address it again later. Because if you argue with somebody, you don't always think what's coming out of your mouth. It's just boom, boom, boom. Like they say something, they try to have a low blow, you come back with a lower blow. And you don't really mean all the time everything that
But
comes out of your mouth at
for
that point.
me,
You hear what Mr. Emotionalist said? He said he goes to hell.
I try not to get that
Yeah.
low.
Oh, I would go low. That's why I would try not to. I would try to avoid arguments because once I start, I'm not gonna stop and I'm gonna purposely hurt your feelings. I'd rather hurt your
Exactly.
feelings verbally than physically. And that's not everybody. That's just
Yes.
me. But you know,
yeah, I see the argument coming from a mile away. So
Because
it's
you
not an
emotional
argument if it's
intelligence.
only one person. You get it?
I,
It's
I
not an
mean,
argument if it's only one person. They ain't
we
gonna
totally
sit there and argue
understand.
about this stuff.
We understand where you're coming from, Coach. I
Yeah.
mean, we talking about Mike who gotta, pay for his scores. I mean, shit. I don't know. Like being
Wanna
married
know,
and being
wanna know,
emotional,
wanna
it's not
know.
gonna do it.
But you know what? I put it like this. I did take the actual psychological test. I was ordered to take one in Germany. So I got arrested. I put 2 cops in the hospital. Now, the judge arrested me, put me in jail, had me do the psychological evaluation. That's why I know it takes over 4 hours to do the full test. IQ test, emotional test, everything. Now, the results were highly intelligent, have no aversion to violence. That was his biggest thing. Said if a violent situation, I would not run from it. True. I've been in combat. I don't run from the fire. I run into it. That's just the way I'm built. I grew up in the streets. I don't run away from a fight. Now that I'm older, I back down a lot. I will step back and try to take myself to another place rather than just go off. Because like I said, I know how I can get if I just let go. Because like the saying goes, that beast within is not dead. He's just asleep. I try to keep him there. So I already know how I can be. I don't want to get to that place.
Yeah.
Say this your bike, ain't it?
Huh?
Debo.
Debo bike.
I'm trying to pull a comment up. Debo Mike. Yeah, this my bike. For what bike, fool? Oh, yeah, that bike. Yeah. Oh, no.
So you don't feel like
that's
you have
crazy.
to prove anything anymore, though, right?
Huh?
You don't have to prove anything anymore. Like
I never had to prove anything. That was just it. I never did something to prove a point. I already know how good I am at what I do. And so there's no point to prove. The thing is, when I got into situations where I had to get physical, I've already assessed the situation, evaluated the outcome, and I know the consequences. Then it's all a matter of, am I going to just accept the consequences or I just walk away? There are times I just say, okay, it ain't worth it. And then there's others, okay, I just accept the consequences.
That's true, because I mean, in most times you have to do what's really best for yourself.
Exactly.
I mean, we're all grown now, so it's like you could be in a relationship, and like if it's not beneficial to you, then walk away. To me, it's equity over emotions. So that's how I'm coming. Like all 2023,
assets
like,
over liabilities.
Yeah. So like, if it ain't working,
that's it.
I'll let you.
Yep.
Mine is not my issue. It ain't my issue. I ain't finna let it bother me. You do you, and I'ma do me.
Mm-hmm. Because we're not about to have no Kiki Palmer and Usher things going on in a relationship. Not at all.
Nope.
You gotta love it, man. But here go 4 types of. You got 4 types now. Emotional intelligence. You got 4 types of emotional intelligence. Back to the self-awareness. Self-awareness, man. I feel like if you're really not paying attention to who you are in life and really don't really understand that if you do a repetition of things, or if you speak in repetitive and repetitive forms, you know, like you find yourself repeating yourself a lot, you know, that's self-awareness. So you have to become more self-aware so that you don't say the same things in life over and over again. And then you stay into a same emotion, you know what I'm saying? You live in that emotion more longer than you should. So self-awareness is the biggest thing for me. I love self-awareness because I don't like to repeat myself. Right. So self-management. So that's going back into that mirror phase. You know what I'm saying? You're reflecting, you making sure that I'm not doing this. You going ahead and you controlling your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I know this for a fact. When someone gets you into a mood that you're taking out of character of, that person has control of you. That person is not in your headspace for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because that person is controlling your life. It doesn't seem like that to the person, but it is. You know, so that's self-awareness, self-management, self-reflection. I do it daily so that I know what has control of me. What space am I in today? Can I bring, you know, what value can I bring today? So I love social awareness, knowing your environment, knowing who I'm dealing with. If I know this person is toxic, if I know this person is bad for me, I don't go there. I don't even want to be in that environment. I don't want to go to that space. I don't like that person like that. I don't even want to go around that person because I don't know when they're going to bring a toxic trait to me, and I can't go backwards because I've been the dude before. I don't want to go back. So being social aware, you know what I'm saying, and then you got the relationship management. You even friendship, even with us, you know, as men. We have to manage our relationships on how we're going to communicate with each other, how we're going to interact with each other whenever we do interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like we got to be sure that we're doing the things that keeps us on a higher level instead of an eye level. Because a lot of times people love that eye level stuff. I think past the eyes. Like I say, I love insight. I don't really look through my eyes. When I look at people, I'm looking through them. I'm looking right past everything and I'm listening to their soul speak. So we do have to have relationship management. We have to understand that when we talking to other people, we got to put them in a space where they're comfortable at. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, meet them on their level. You know, so that's the 4 types, man, that I love about this subject, man. This topic tonight is that emotional qualities, man. emotional intelligence. That's the best thing. If you're not, because you can get out of control in 2.2 seconds. Like you say, you can go from 0 to jail. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Yep.
That's it.
If you're not emotionally intelligent about yourself. And we can't even have that, you know what I'm saying, in this society, because I feel like we should be more, once we start loving ourselves again, once we start loving the blackness on our skins, once we start loving the soul that's within, I feel like, man, we'll start uniting and getting greater every day. But until we love, some people say they love themselves, but yet still they'll do things to their body that's harming them daily. You know, like me, I don't wear a mask all the time when I'm cutting tile. I don't wear a mask when I'm doing a demo. And I tell me I love myself, but I catch myself and then I go put my mask on because I see the little white hairs in my nose hairs get white. I say, oh, right. Your mask, you know, got to put the mask on. So, yeah, man, we got to just, you know, start being more self-aware. And, you know, I know self-confidence comes just because we are aware of who we are. And nobody can be mad about you being confident about who you are.
Right.
You hear that, Mike?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you hear what he's saying, huh? Can't have white nose hairs. I'm taking notes.
So the different quotients, different types of intelligence, that's what you was telling us, right?
Yeah.
And you had self-awareness, empathy, and there was 2 more.
Social skills, motivation, empathy, self-awareness, and self-regulation. So you do reflection at the beginning, at the end of the day. You know, emotional intelligence is real good. Like I said, it's pretty much the best thing to have because you got to reflect on your day-to-day so that tomorrow, how am I going to go into tomorrow?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't just wake up and just start walking around and, you know, aimlessly doing stuff. We know we got to go to work, but what am I going to do while I'm at work is the question. Am I just going to go do what I have to do and get away from that place? Or am I going to go into this space and say, hey, everybody, what's happening? Y'all doing good today? Or are you going to motivate the people to be better than what they are? Because somebody might come to work pissed that day and they fuck around and shoot everybody. I don't want to be there.
So we were talking about IQ and EQ, right? As I was doing my research, there's also one called 2 others, which is the social quotient and the adversity quotient. So we got 4 types of intelligence, right? Intelligence quotient, we've already talked about. EQ, emotional quotient, right? And then we got a social quotient and an adversity quotient. The intelligence quotient was saying that You know, your measure of your comprehension ability, you know, like the maths and how you were talking, Mike, what you were scoring on. And then the emotional was being responsible, being honestly, respect your boundaries, humble, you know, more so of your feelings type deal, right? That quotient. And then Keith was talking about the social. So when I was looking at, say, the ability to build a network of friends and for a long period of time. So that's a social quotient. So we always talk about we want the kids to have a high IQ. Now they're saying they want them to have even a higher EQ and social quotient. But the new one that they're talking about now is the adversity quotient. That was big for me when I say it because I never heard of it, right? The measure of your ability to grow through a rough patch in life and come out without losing your mind. So AQ determines who will give up in face of troubles and may abandon their families. You know, so much like when you're going through depression or something, they've been unprepared for adversity. So, you know, proper preparation prevents poor performance. So you got to prepare yourself for the down season. Like even with my company, you know, from March to September, we good. It's all good. But from October to February, it slows down a little bit. So I'm preparing myself to put back because I don't want to fall during the New Year and the Christmas season, because if you ain't put back and get right, you know, yeah, you'll still get jobs, but you prepare yourself for adverse situations like that. So that's what I want to share with the people, that it's also not only intelligence quotient or emotional quotient, but it's social quotient and adversity quotient. And you want to measure high on all of those by going through some things.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like we should always store up good times. You know what I'm saying? Store them good times, like you put money back into your accounts or you put money back into a savings. We should always save some good times so that when times are rough, we can elaborate, we can reflect with one another as a mate, whatever, or as a friend. Be like, say, boy, but you remember, we might be going through it right now, but do you remember when we had that good time, man?
Yeah.
And so that way that'll balance the good to the bad, you know?
Yeah. One thing
that's for real, Kiki.
Yesterday I found a book. My wife and I, we got a book, and it got numbers 1 through 100, right? And got little pockets. And for each number, you put in that much amount of money. I hadn't forgot about the book. So yesterday I chose number 51 and 20. And I put in 51 in the little 51 pocket and 20 in the pocket, in the 20 pocket. So I got to forget about it again because I know how I go to it, you know. So it's all in your mind. Yeah. All in your mind, but you got to put back.
I mean, it's real good.
And just to let y'all know.
Huh?
Now, I just wanted to say right quick, your mind is not your brain.
Right.
Don't get the two confused.
Elaborate for me.
Yeah, your mind is more of your soul, your spiritual. Your mind, your brain is something soul. That.
Okay, I got it.
Right. So your brain is this part. That's a physical thing. You know, your brain is physical. Your mind is spiritual.
I could get with that now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, on that same topic, they had how can you boost your EQ? They had 8 different ways. Practice observing how you feel, pay attention to how you behave, question your own opinions, take responsibility for your feelings, take time to celebrate the positive, you know, don't ignore the negative, don't forget to breathe, and it's a lifetime process.
Wow. Lifetime process. So I gotta stop process, right there, man. You got momentary, long lasting, and everlasting. So that right there going to be everlasting. Because they say lifelong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lifetime, I mean.
But that's a self-development. That's what I talk about, self-development.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I say about self-development, man. You're going to do it every day. Self-development is not, oh, I learned how to heal myself today. No, you got to heal yourself every day. You got to, every day you wake up, say, thank you for waking me up. Put me in a different space today. Keep my mind clear from bullshit. Keep my eyesight clear from nonsense. Don't let nothing negative come into my ear gates. Please keep my soul pure today. You know? So you got to understand, and then when you are mentally aware and when you really self-aware of who you are, you block that as soon as you hear it. Oh, let me go this way. Like Mike said, it just got to go this way. I can't hear that today. Right now, I'm in a good space, and I don't want you to ruin it. Yeah, excuse me. Let me go to the restroom right quick, and then when I get back, you might be in a different space.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Sometimes you ain't even got to tell them, you know, because then they're going to start picking.
Right.
They're going to start picking at it. They see you. They see that and it struck a nerve or something, so they're going to keep picking. But, don't let them know.
Right. Yeah, let me go to, I'll be right back. Oh, hold that thought. Let me go to the restroom right quick. You know, because like you said, if you let them know, say, man, I don't want to hear that and then walk off, then they going to wait. Oh, okay, I got something when he get back. I got something when she get back. Yeah. So we gotta stay in that emotional intelligence to where we don't get that as self-reflection every day, man. I love that, man. And really just ask myself that question at the end of the day, man. What value did I bring today? How much value did I bring to the job? Today, I wasn't valuable at all. Let me tell you that. Boy, I was tired. It was hot. I kept going to pick up drywall, and I went to Home Depot 2 times when I was supposed to just go 1 time this morning and stay in that cool out. I had to go back outside. I was like, dang. It was 106, man, 104 or something today down here, man.
I was messing with them 12-footers today, 12-foot boy. I ain't messed with them in a long time. 12-foot drywall, boy. That there, dude.
Hey, Katie, what's so crazy? You might have to cut 1 inch off of it.
3 times today. Yeah.
Oh,
Lord. I'm grateful.
Gotta be mentally prepared for those, man.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, when you have a strategy, man, and that's what I like about, I have a strategy. Even with life, man, you have a strategy or a goal, you write it down. And when you get in the field or when you get in the midst of it, in the process, it ain't always go how you mapped it out to be. So you got to have intervention. You got to have alternative, an alternate route, an alternate plan, man. So that's with all aspects of life, man. Like work or even in relationships, man. You got to have a plan. You already set your goal, but please have some type of intervention because you think you're going right and you're gonna come to a bump in the road.
Yeah.
You got to have a plan to get out of it.
I just want to tell Mike.
Huh?
What you was about to say?
Shoot, we all got blocked. Who said what?
You say you want to tell Mike what?
Oh, I just wanted to tell Mike to stop paying for that shit he find online. Look, I pulled it up for you. You can go ahead and take the test, and they show you how to score all the way at the bottom. I'll send you the link so you don't have to pay to find out how smart you are.
I done did so many of these tests, I ain't even care. I just wanted to get this result for this show.
I'm just letting you know. That's kind of, to me, that's like paying.
I think you wanted to let us know you was above average. I think you wanted to let us know. You wanted to prove a point. You wanted to prove a point. That's all right.
Be honest. Would y'all have me on the show if I was below average?
Yeah, because we needed to fill up that top spot.
Emotionless, you need to stop.
We show empathy. But nah, that's kind of like signing up for Ancestry.com. Like, they took us from Africa, brought us here, and now they want us to pay to find out what we're a part of.
Yeah. And plenty of people doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Yeah, I like this topic though, man, because it brought more awareness, to the self. We got to start looking at us more than we look at other people.
Woo!
And like I say, insight over eyesight. I'm gonna get me a shirt. I gotta get me a shirt.
That's hashtag. I was just about to say, insight over eyesight.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, wait.
Okay.
I got that one. I like that.
That's it right there. Just so I don't forget it, I had to write it down.
Insight over eyesight.
Yeah, and reflection, man. Reflection is big. Self-regulation is big. Self-awareness is definitely the number one for me, because if I don't know who I am, I damn sure can't help nobody with themselves,
Exactly.
Right.
I think for me is definitely the self-development big, and that's a broad picture of it, right? But
right.
Self-discipline, like I had to discipline myself with you guys' help. I've been not doing so much pork, bacon, stuff like that. I'm proud of you, bro, on the fruit kick. I'm gonna do it next week. I kind of seen it late. I seen it late, but my wife and my mother-in-law, we gonna do it next week, man. Go shopping on Sunday.
Say, bro, I'm telling you, man, on that third day, the first 2 days, you good because your body is eating up all the excess food that's already in you. But that third day, because them fruits gonna be detoxing you out. Boy, today I was around there, I was looking at Subway like, boy, do I really need to go? Do I really want to go with a Subway?
But
I think I just need it. You feel me?
You started, bro.
I thought about it. I said, nah, let me just go and finish this grapefruit, eat me some more honeydew melon, and go on back to work.
Yes.
But I think more, I eat water. When I eat watermelon, I get real full for a more longer time than I do when I eat the melons.
Okay.
Like the cantaloupe and the honeydew. When I eat watermelon.
Hey, I was going to ask you. You said no cooked foods, so you can't cook no cabbage and nothing like that. That's a vegetable, but don't do nothing like that. Don't
cook it. Yeah, if you're going to eat it, you got to eat it raw. Yeah. You got to eat it raw. If you're gonna eat it, you can't cook the cabbage. You can't, because the thing about it is, like but we got to realize something. When you cook food, it changes the whole narrative of the food.
Nutrients out, ain't it?
It takes the nutrients right out of it.
Yeah.
See, we've been taught the wrong way. You got to eat the cucumbers, raw. Eat the watermelon. Eat everything raw.
Yeah.
That's why that cucumber salad I had that thing was delicious, man. I had mushrooms, onions, the cherry tomatoes, the cucumbers, and I put that balsamic dressing on it, man. I'm telling you, man, that salad there, I might make another one for tomorrow so I can get through the day with that one.
And that's the same thing with nuts. Like, we need to watch all the nuts that we eat. I mean, if it falls out the tree, falls into the ground, and it can sprout and grow itself, you can eat it raw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
all the nuts are good. Almonds, walnuts, pecan.
Yeah. Well, the cashews, they help with your brain. Walnut and cashews is a brain nut.
Yeah.
All right. I do some more research on it.
I've been doing a lot of juicing when I was gone, like orange juice.
Yeah.
My vodka. I tried apple juice. I didn't like.
Hey, that's the way I like my orange juice.
Boy, y'all the
best. Different. Orange juice and Don Quavo.
Hey,
Quavo. But yeah, man, this topic, bro, like that was big when I found those other like social quotient and adversity quotient. I was like, man, it's more out here. Like, just keep coming up with them, bro. These topics, man, like it's broadening my mind, and I'm enjoying what I'm getting out of it. So
right. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I do every day. On a daily basis, like a lot of people listen to the radio every day. I listen to 19, I listen to Billy Carson, I listen to Rasheed Wallace, not Rasheed Wallace, but Mike Rashad. These dudes, bro, they giving it to you from a different perspective. They giving it to you from, say, I used to be this, but now my intellect is this, and these are the books that I read. These are the steps that I take. I do the actual homework. I'm not around here saying, okay, Wednesday, I got to do my work. No, every day I'm on here taking notes every day. If I look at a podcast when somebody else is EYL, if I listen to Rashad and Troy, if I listen to their podcast every day, I'm going to get some new information. I'm going to listen to different people that's already in a space that I want to be in. I'm not going to listen to the radio because the radio is garbage. You know,
absolutely.
You know, sometime on a Friday night, if I go out or something, I put some jams on. But other than that, I don't even like the radio. They ain't even talking about nothing.
Hey, remember to say I don't even play the radio. That used to be a saying. I don't play the radio.
Yeah, that's still a saying. That's still a saying down here. Yeah, Miami, they still say it.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Mike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You all right tonight?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. All right now.
He not good. You can look at the reflection in his glasses. He's trying to figure out how to get a refund for that test that he took.
It's definitely good to see you fellas though, man.
Yeah, can I speak with headquarters?
I've been going in pretty hard, boy.
But you know what, fellas? All these different the different things that you came up with, KD.
Uh-huh.
You know, all this stuff is just that's all everyday life. Now we just put a name to it.
Yeah.
To the different aspects of it. Because you live it every day. You're dealing with people, you're dealing with adversity, you're dealing with your own mental state.
Now they want to measure it. They want to measure it now.
Yeah.
But it's okay, man. We just got to keep living, you know. And don't matter the sport, keep pressing.
Yeah.
Be better.
These tests that they try to measure, they really don't mean anything because they can tell. It's like they talk about autism. They say people on the autism spectrum, they used to think, well, we used to call it retarded. We don't say that no more, right?
Right.
But a lot of them are more intelligent than the average everyday person.
Mm-hmm.
They have something about them that they are so far above the average thinker. So how can you measure that on a scale? It's impossible. As long as you know you good, you know yourself, that's all that matters.
Yeah. We lost Key?
Yep, we lost him.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, man, that's good stuff though. Like you say, it's everyday stuff that we go to. They're putting a name on it, but you know, I'm okay with them naming it because you can keep track of it, and you can definitely kind of guide gear and guide your kids toward it or your grandkids or whatever.
So you have to be cautious with their name.
They can be more self-aware, stuff that we weren't really aware of as we were coming up. You know, we show things now. You know, it breaks the tradition. You know, and we feed it to them now. And I'm definitely gonna share it with my class, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we have to start teaching on another level. We can't keep using the same mundane education system because, like I say, I seen one time on this Instagram video, the guy, he showed the old car versus the new car, how the things change. You know what I'm saying? The old telephone versus the new telephone. Everything changed except for the classroom. You still sitting in the desk in front of a chalkboard and you still talking about the same subjects. Wow. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to grow mentally. They don't want you to have new information. They want you to stay on that same path of technical thinking. They want you to remember. They don't ever want you to create. They always say, remember this what we learned. You know what I'm saying? Remember what we was taught. Yeah, you can remember and verbatim give back the same answer, but that's not helping you intellectually.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's not giving you a bigger brain. That's making you just be a person who knows how to remember stuff.
That's
Just
good.
helps
You know?
you memorize. That's it. So you in the classroom with all these people, meet them out later on, and it's like all of y'all have the same information. So what are you gonna learn from that group of friends?
Wow.
Nothing.
We
Because all
know,
y'all got the same information.
yeah.
Wow.
But yet, if you're a teacher or an educator, then they want you to go out to these classes and courses, learn this other stuff, but you're still only obligated to teach this right here. This is all we can teach right here. I can't go to the restaurant and like teach these people a new recipe. Oh yeah, we know that you create menus and everything, but we want to stick to Italian. Okay, you want to stick to Louisiana Italian food or Italy Italian food? Because I can do both.
Wow.
Right.
So
right. Yeah, I gotta get down there and get some of that food, man.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But hey, man, what y'all got, man? We done ran into it now. What we going out with, man? Go ahead, Mr. Michael.
Hey, basically what I was telling Kev when you dropped off. As long as you know yourself, these tests, they're good to find out where you are and to build from there. Because you got to grow somehow. You can't stay in the same place. You never stay in it, even if you try. All you got to do is read a book if you're going to grow.
Right.
That's it.
All right. Mr. Emotionless.
I had it right here in front of me because at first I was just going to end it with a joke saying, imagine having a lot of family but no kinfolk. But like,
what?
That dude.
Don't even know, man.
Yeah, man. A view of human nature that ignores the power of emotion is sadly short-sighted.
Okay.
Other than just IQ and EQ, we got SQ and AQ, social quotient and adversity quotient. Know all four. Don't just have a high IQ. Have a higher SQ, EQ, and AQ.
Yeah. So I want to just say, man, commitment, consistency, and bringing value, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Consistency, commitment, and bringing value to every situation, man. And people are going to get curious about you. People are going to want to know more about you. And then the thing about that is we can't even be concerned about the people who don't get it.
That's right.
Yeah, because if they don't get it, that's not for them to learn right now. Everybody's on their own learning scale. Everybody's on their own learning time. So if you don't learn what I learned, if somebody don't learn what somebody else learned, that's not my business. My business is to keep learning.
Yeah.
Like Snoop said, hey, bro, I was in the game. I had to elevate. All my friends looking at me elevate. They like, what's up? Nothing. Y'all got to come up here. I can't go back down here. I lose everything.
Right.
So why would I go backwards and not even gain no value when I'm going backwards? So consistency, commitment to being consistent, and sharing great information, man. You're gonna win every time. But hey, man, another edition of the Elite Mancast. We done knocked them down. Hopefully, this get to the right ears, and we gonna keep on growing, y'all.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Y'all have an amazing evening, man. Until the next Wednesday at 8:30, man. We'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I'm always doing it wrong.